Welcome, my fellow mortals, to the magic realm. This floating fantasy land will be our locale for the next 39 days in our 4th season of Survivor, Strange Worlds. What else can one do when their plane is hijacked and spirited away to some forsaken land? Our 20 confused castaways are still ready for the new adventure, right? We managed to salvage some supplies from the plane, so the castaways will have a place to sleep and fulfill their needs in the meantime. Oh, and in case this is your first time here, welcome first of all. If you haven't gotten a chance to know this quirky bunch of castaways yet, just hit the link at the top right of the video. Otherwise, can't start the season without an intro. Take it away. And the game begins! Since we had some unexpected changes to the cast and location, we're starting afresh. Spend today getting to know your fellow castaways, okay? I will return tomorrow with some news. Oh, yes! Okay, very formal. Not the howdy introductions. They're doing everything but normal introductions. And Lynn goes to burn herself in the fire. You'll get the hang of it eventually, Lynn.
Vep? Derfna? Nahara? Klevite Benu? Fredoiba Fala Yadib?
Oh, Noemi comes to the rescue. And apparently she cannot stand Janae. She thinks she's pretentious. I mean, Janae is humbly bragging about her achievements, and Noemi is already annoyed out of her mind. Miss Scout Leader turns to nurture the teenagers. Like, now this is who we do not wanna be. Thou must be humble.
Zubul, Funa, Uchi Pichi, Spama, Flume, Apalachaba,
Ebony Flurba. Wabarani Bayumi. Tibu Anamop. Nurkska Shararg. Ibo Chinosa.
On the other side of the campfire, Milo and Adam excitedly get to know each other. And they're joined by Siva and Basil. Basil's trying to make a good impression for the spellcasters, and Siva's just playing along for now. She has quite some experience with occults. Oh, Milo, wait! Where are you going? Oh, he found the punching bags. Gotta practice for what comes next.
Loopspe, Finerba, Raga, Hargrip Sekalau, Ifla Pashushi.
Oh, hello little fella. What are you doing here? Oh, you're so cute. And very dark. Almost like a void. Oh, Milo, you're scaring him. It's okay, little kitty. Milo is sorry. He's got you. You are forgiven for now. Oh my god. Who gave Kale of all people a guitar? Wow, the people were absolutely enjoying this performance. Music to their ears. And Emily takes this chance to antagonize some more people. Classic Emily.
Yabao Nasha Webka, Damsy, Yatorba Melboy? Ha! Shuska Apart.
Darwin immediately comes to the rescue and fights back. Okay. He's going through a lot of emotions already as an empath. Oh, Charlie S tells him good job. I think they'll be fine, friends.
Hapjam Abavleen from Bunda. Yeah, through ya. But here to range. Flanobe.
Meanwhile, Noemi's on the other end of the plane telling campfire stories while people play horseshoes. Oh, please, not everyone leaving. Kimber? What was that? Empathize? That's a weird way of going about it, but I guess she is trying to learn human behavior after all. Well, the professional adventurer Athos does not like that. He's mad about the presence of aliens, but lashes out at Noemi and George instead? Okay. Poor oldies.
Du Brig. Tu be yix. Kiss Nork. Chibadoo.
Noemi just shuts him up and tells him to quit She is over on these paranoid adults. Oh, lovely. Now it's Julian's turn to show off. Lynn? What? Where did you even get that lantern? Please! I'm glad she's honoring her traditions even in another realm. Emily gives Julian some pointers on his performance after he's done, and, well, let's say Julian is not one for criticism.
Yanoborb, Freenip, Gungaday, Yawada, Meshka Craney, Possum, Rubina.
Siba meets Charlie! The werewolf ally meets the werewolf. This should go well.
Watanabe! Pipital Dimpish. Dimisomas. Unga Blashu.
Your secret is safe with me, Charlie. But also, here's some pointers so you don't get, like, noticed or anything. It's the way nobody else has even bat an eye at this cat that's chilling near all their food. Charlie, that's not how you hide your secret identity. This cat's like, okay. It's Kimber's turn to play some terrible music now. Oh, apparently it pisses teenager Charlie off so much that she yells at Daphne. I guess this is what happens when two competitive people meet.
Risalek, Tembizi Kubar, Kubar, Yelna Bekinoy, Sabah,
Tabano? Sam's a queen. Simona Sero? Avaween. Ah, so.
Oh, Daphne has had it with Charlie. No way. It's day freaking 1. I wouldn't be so happy about that, but she's gonna strum some guitar now to rid of the stress. Julian introduces himself to Adam. Maybe this guy will be a calm presence? Well, sure is. Just one of the boys, my guy. Oh my. Julian's very excited.
No beam flurba. Derbna treyu. Grana ura. Naba florzo.
Emily, on the other hand, has only extended her list of victims. Now it's poor Charlie, who is a loner. This is not gonna help her step out of her comfort zone at all. Oh, this bullying hurts my neck.
Dimisomas. Unga Blashu. Prodima Rothase. Mubuz Kenda. Belindi. Friba. From. Omuf.
Oh, she's so sweet. She's still trying to be reasonable. She's definitely gonna carry that festering grudge though. Of course, Basil already ran to bed. Okay. Oh, Raya found the easel. Finally, some hobbies to distract her from the drama. Oh, she's painting a picture of Amiya? Amiya's also taking a breather to admire the lovely sprites in this pond. Raya then approaches Amiya to talk. I see we're both appreciators of arts, are we? Never fear, Raya's here to cheer you up.
Boma. Ukinakim. Omove. Sigluna Vool. Bifanje Yitka.
Ozane Smacy. Tibanahu.
Oh, Yashuna.
Oh my god, Kale is back at the guitar again in the new outfit? This man, I swear. Linda's like, oh my gosh, can he stop? Oh! I guess George had something to say about that performance. You know what? The best way to tackle animosity is to sleep it off. And our eventful first day comes to an end just like that. Good morning, George. Oh, why, did this happen overnight? Well, of course, we worked some magic and got 3 camps set up. And how were the tribes picked? By tribe captains, of course. And we have a very classic challenge to determine that today. The treadmill makes a return after goodness knows how many seasons. All 21 castaways will run on these treadmills for as long as they can. If they fall off, they are eliminated. If their legs step on the sides, eliminated. The top 3 castaways remaining will become tribe captains, and they will also get an extra vote to use at their first tribal council as a bonus. Oh, and if you're wondering about the Survivor Dream Team this season, they're not exactly in this dimension, so we'll make do. Alright, take your places everybody, we got a challenge to get to. Oh, hello? Little fella, are you coming along too?
Greetings, mortal.
Oh dear god, it's speaking.
You have been kind to me in your past day of introduction. Well, the only one that paid attention to me, really. Them humans. As a gift, I bestow myself upon you as a familiar. Consensually, of course. I will offer you protection from any bitter ballots, but only in the instance where there are 12 or 6 humans left in the game. In the event you are banished from this realm, you must will me to another human of your choice, so that I may be bound to them instead. I'm transforming into an orb now. Farewell.
Oh, the cat became an orb. Milo picks up the first advantage of the season. Yay! Nice. And now it's challenge time.
Come here. Bouchard Flazzle. Fool. Whippasu Plingo. Canathoy.
Alright, our 21 castaways are suited up in athletic gear and ready for the captain's challenge. If we're ready, now run! The challenge is on. You can slip as many times as you would like, as long as you keep that feet on the treadmill. Oh, aha! You think you're slick. Actually, no, he's kind of not even hiding it. But Basil's the first one out of the challenge. Oop, and Kimber follows behind. The occults are not repping today. Athos is out of shape, and Emily also messes up. Wolf Charlie is next to be eliminated due to a bathroom emergency. Oh, with Lynn right behind. More castaways begin to tire out, and Daphne is just soaring on that treadmill. Oh! One little misstep and KO gets the clumsy trade. We love that. And Darwin also takes himself out of the running. Adam is done. Oh! Noemi, no! I can't believe Noemi of all people is the first to fall flat on their face. But 5 remain in the competition after Raya and Charlie both call it quits. Gonna shout out Siba real quick. Girl is feeble and dazed and fighting demons, but she is still in the running. We are 2 hours into the competition now, and all 5 are going strong. I love to see people compete. Lord knows I can't run like that for 10 minutes. Oh! Out of nowhere, Janae loses her footing. Oh, so close, yet so far. Janae, please take a seat. Oh, Siba, no! Ugh. Well, that was a very close finish. Daphne just exited the treadmill with Milo right behind, so 3rd and 2nd place respectively. Oh, Siba, you only waited for like 3 more seconds. But we have our 3 tribe captains. Amazing performances, you guys. Wes, Milo, and Daphne, you are tribe captains, and as a bonus, you get an extra vote at the first tribal council you go to. You will soon get to start forming your tribes, but first things first, you get to pick what tribe you want to. The options are Efika, the green tribe, representing the school of practical magic, astrology and stuff. Petolo, the pink tribe, the school of mischief magic, home of pranks and some lighthearted fun. And finally, Sovaja, the yellow tribe and the home of untamed magic, all the wildfires and chaos you can imagine. Wes gets to pick his tribe first, and the tribe that he picks will also have the best amenities. He goes for Sovaja, home of the untamed, okay. Letting out your wild side, eh? Milo gets to pick next, and he goes for Efika. That checks out. Milo's definitely the practical type. That leaves Daphne on Petolo by default, whether she likes it or not. Now that our captains have picked their tribes, they will each pick one person to join their tribe, and that person will pick the next person, and so on until everybody has a new camp to live in. Wes's first pick is Raya, somebody he bonded with swiftly on the night of day 1. Milo first picks his owl and bestie Adam. and Daphne picks Kimber. Come on in, girlie. Now Raya will pick the next member of Sovaja, and she goes for Lynn. Exciting. Adam picks Julian to join Efika next. The guys are sticking together, it seems. Kimber has the next decision, and she picks Basil. Basil, that's your cue. Taking his time as always.
Zeffo! Monkez, Yakana! Namiladu.
Lynn then adds her mother mentor Noemi to Sovaja. Julian adds a woman finally with Charlie Wolf. And Basil picks werewolf ally Siva. Your efforts were appreciated. Smelly Noemi then adds Kale to her tribe. Darwin's invited into Efika, and Siva recruits Heather into Petolo. Kale picks the star student Charlie S, while Darwin chooses Janae, who is a little sad that she's picked so late. Poor girl. Oh, and Heather opts for Amia. That marks George, Athos, and Emily as the last picks for the tribes. Let that sink in for a few minutes. Charlie now has a big decision, and he completes the tribe with George. Wow, okay, amazing. Bring it in, old man. Janae now gets to pick between Athos and Emily. And she picks Emily. Wow, I'm genuinely shocked. Athos, you are officially the last picked castaway, and you will join the Petolo tribe by default.
Hibby, Quexy, Du Brig, To be Yix.
Alright, our tribes are selected. Spend today getting to know your new tribe mates, for you will compete in your first immunity challenge tomorrow. Enjoy your evening. For coming first in the captain's challenge, Sovaja will step into their camp first. And they have the nicest freaking camp as a reward. There's already a shelter and stuff. Kale instantly bows to his tribe captain, Wes. And Wes is already laying some ground rules for him.
Finica, Pathargia, Mabloff, Gomip, Jasp, Flazzle.
Oh, and they both think the other is immature. This is gonna go swell for Kale. George instantly gets to work and tries to get in the good graces of Raya and Wes. I'm a funny guy, okay? Let's move past the fact that I robbed your plane. Tis a joke. Charlie then starts whining about the lack of clean water, and Noemi says, "Nuh-uh, no complaining on my watch." Oh, but he instantly starts crying. Oh dear.
Froy Hobe. Forbanaska Lieb. Saquinario Tananiwa, huh? Yo, pick.
Glinnock? Kissib? Oh, Axawa. Skiva Glosh. Waboose.
Oh, she then yells at Wes? What? Girl, he's not responsible for your bladder. Raya's now trying to keep the peace. The therapist is hard at work. Let's welcome our second tribe to enter, the Efika tribe. I'd say this tribe is the opposite of practical, but maybe they'll change our mind. You know what? Scratch that. Nothing's more practical than a group swim after the treadmill challenge. Flirty introduction? Oh, Emily's trying to get it with Milo. Okay. If only she knew he's gay. So, yeah. Charlie's also slowly trying to break out of her shell with some fun forest stories.
Ah, Bergaba. Uma. Libonkusha. Ufala Ferdoy.
Meanwhile, in the pool, Janae, Darwin, and Julian are... Julian! Not drama in the first hour. Demand respect? You're just mad. And then he proceeds to flirt. His plan is in motion, I guess. Next, let's turn our camera over to the third and final tribe, the Petolo tribe. I mean, it's a little open floor plan-y, but it's got some vibes. Oh whoop, no roof over their heads either, huh? Siba thanks Basil for picking her for the tribe, and Basil feels the same. We're gonna do great together. Yep, working on it.
Boy, big Renoi. Spaceship.
Sawada Nuloi. Abim Prapani Varuda.
Athos is keeping a close eye on this pesky alien so she doesn't poison all their food or something. And at lunch, Kimber strikes up a conversation with him and assures him that not all aliens are bad, okay? I was empathizing, not erasing your memories.
Yebony Demise. From Planide Veruda. Quofi. stop to pay Finn.
She then works to get in the good graces of Basil and Seba. Occults and Occult's allies got to stick together. Oh, I guess Amiya's in this conversation too. Heather tries to chime in by grumbling about the cost these days. I don't think any of these people have used Simoleons in a while, Heather. It's the way Seba and Basil aren't even hiding how bored they are of this talk. Kimber, stop that! Oh my god, that's not helping your case. Oh, wait, what's happening? Oh, our first fire! Wow, Basil to the rescue! He conjured a fire extinguisher out of thin air! Daphne, please. She has to be the part of the firefighting. They started like another fire very soon after that, so I had to give them some sturdier benches. Either way, tensions are high now on this tribe. Basil? Basil doesn't care. Basil, why are you dancing? Kimber's fighting for her life trying to convince her trimates that aliens can't start fires. Kimber, you're like, kinda glowing there. Thankfully, Heather is more than happy to meet an alien. Yay! She's like, back in my day, I had aliens rob a whole bank for me.
Ichuda. Toby picks Michi. Disoa. Bye later.
Back at the Sovaja tribe, Charlie continues to be quite sad at his surroundings and stench and relays it to his fellow A student Lynn. Aww, Wes and Raya are broing it up too. Seems like most of the tribe is getting along now. George is still a little paranoid to be perceived as a threat since he stole like the whole plane, and Kale's trying to light his mood up with some humor. Oh, Kale. I don't think he'll get that. George is like, I don't know what the hell that means, but if that's a gesture of peace, then thank you.
Tibu. Suble. Boora. Boora. Ratso Kripum. Boora. Sepine.
Oh, wait, why is Wes yelling at Raya now? Please! I'm gonna need some kind of explanation, guys. I thought y'all were best friends. Oh, hold up, hold that thought. Finally, somebody found it! Lynn finds the crystal ball, which signifies a time-limited idol. This hidden immunity idol is only valid for 2 tribal councils, after which it will shatter and cannot be used anymore. Lynn is the first person to find an idol this season. Good job, Lynn!
One fish, Lika, Buster Bood. Bokana, Harpane Cho Baba. Noosh Widaba, Scoopa Yump.
Charlie puts on a better attitude and Noemi welcomes that change. And here's a little secret. It was Noemi who was riling up her tribe members. My goodness! Wes overhears this and is not happy with all of it, duh. Oh, and he calls her back straight away.
Pleve. Tanif Fazoo Pliva Paniv. Dimis. Warma. Boma. Delish. Ugh.
Lunch. Chilo Pifatel Bifang Turup. Frina de Yankee? Revuda. Unkim Panipa Spoid. Finaeum.
Wes is done with everything and goes straight to bed now. And Raya is pissed. She still doesn't know that Wes got played. Charlie is capitalizing on this chance to convince his trimates that he's not usually that whiny. He just had a bad morning. Oh, out of nowhere, Daphne finds the time idol on the Petolo tribe. Ooh, with that and the extra vote, she's kinda unstoppable right now if they ever go to tribal. Too bad she's doing it right in front of Basil though. Not quite a secret anymore.
Ours it Fine. Seeking north. Oh, you boy. Oh nay. Yeah. Mabiza.
Wolf Charlie begins to chat with Adam and Janae, the more level-headed people in the tribe. Oh, and Juliet seems to have taken a liking to Milo. Oh, Milo rejects it though. But he's getting along with Emily of all people. Emily being a pleasant presence on the tribe? That's a shocker. Oh, never mind. It's official. Julian actually has a crush on Milo. But Milo's heard from Julian? When did that happen? Well, Julian surely does not know how to quit. Milo's just gonna keep saying no. Oh, Ed mocks him too.
Yada-boo. Devora. What a fezish.
Kumbar Sansibi, Siragua, Lemphian Zerpa, Lahoin, Spabim.
Milo confides in Darwin after everyone else leaves. Don't trust terrible men, Darwin. Darwin has not a clue what this is all about, but he complains along because he's just a good friend. Julian then shares his side of the story with Charlie. This kinda opens up the door for Charlie to share her insecurities as well. Well, never mind. Julian only wants to hear it when it's about himself, so tough luck, Charlie. Oh, Emily, please! Poor Milo, why is everyone making him the enemy?
Pain trip. Miss Epony. Sycophus. Winifesh. Scepter.
And that's the end of our very messy day 2. Immunity challenge is coming up shortly, so don't go too far. And I hope you're having fun with this video so far. We're getting very close to a conclusion, I promise. So the morning begins with Janae having a midlife crisis. Girl, did you already have one? I guess being on a tribe of drama queens probably doesn't help her case.
Wadida Benarla. Umfra. Ibahana. Shwabi. Yambala.
And with that, it's time for our first tribal immunity challenge. Whatever is in store for the castaways with these towering structures, we'll find out. Oh, it's blocking your way. Oops. Welcome to your first immunity challenge, castaways. I see y'all are decked out in your new fits with tribe colors. Love it, love it. Let's have a look at your challenge today, shall we? On my go, 2 members of each tribe will be sent out to the woodworking table to craft a knife block. With the knife block, you will unlock a ladder, which will be used to ascend the glass bridge. All members of the tribe must then cross the bridge successfully without falling. Once everyone is on the mat, 3 additional tribe members will have to use these chemical analyzers to find some elements. Once you collect 6 and place them on the shelves, the final ladders will unlock and you may ascend to the top. Here, the final 2 members of the tribe must complete a 500-piece puzzle. Once both members are done, the tribe captain may head on to light the fire to signal their completion. The first 2 members to finish will win immunity and be safe from tribal council. The losing tribe will not be so lucky, for they will have to vote one of their own out of the game. In addition, the first tribe to finish will get 2 very nice showers to wash off that 3-day-old gunk. Second place will also get 2 showers, a little lesser in quality, but it still gets the job done. I hope all that was clear, cause ready or not, the challenge begins now! Okay, the woodworkers are chosen! Sauvage sends out George and Noemi. That checks out. Noemi is pretty over it though. Heather is sent out for Petolo, no surprise, but Kimber is the other representative. I guess she knows rocket science, so maybe that helps. Adam's the handyman, so he's got this, and his partner is Charlie today. Our woodworkers go as fast as they can. Oh, and Heather finishes first and unlocks 1 ladder for her tribe. She's waiting on Kimber now, so Petolo can move on. Oh, well, that was fast. Kimber and Adam both finish at the same time. Petolo takes an early lead as they head to the glass bridge. And oop! Heather loses her grip and falls. With Heather's opening, the remaining tribe members should know what to do now. Basil, were you not paying attention? Well, Athos plasters with a dancy dance. And just why is Kimber going backwards? Kimber, please!
Father, help!
Update, George has now finished and they're waiting on Noemi now. Oh my god, focus Noemi! You want those showers or not? Pink tribe makes some headway with Kimber succeeding. While Basil, goddammit. Yay, Noemi finishes, so Vaja can move on now. The pressure's on Charlie now to play catch up. No, not the time. Adam is getting super worried now.
Shoot Kelka. Oh, Lene.
Meanwhile, more and more castaways successfully cross the glass bridge. Yeah, strut it, Wes. She's kinda phasing into the glass. and George falls, but 3 Sauvaja members all make it. Also, they're morphed into whatever this abomination is. Daphne is oddly enough the last one remaining, so she better hustle. Oh, she's finally done. Yes, better late than never. Go, go, go. And Lynn makes it through. Oh, Daphne's brought her tribe to 2nd place right now.
Yikla o Dreep. Hello, Yam. Nope, sir. Kaljo Darishi. Finafesh Septa.
Efika is also catching up quick with half its members demolishing this bridge already. Oh, and Daphne finally makes it through. About time. Wes, Raya, and Keo are analyzing for the yellow tribe, and it seems like Daphne, Athos, and Siba are repping the pink. Charlie is not having a good time in this challenge at all. Yes, strut for me, you dirty daddy. Ooh, looks like the Sauvaja 3 all found an element each. Sauvaja is halfway to unlocking their final ladder already. Efika finally catches up and sends out Darwin, Janae, and Milo to do the heavy thinking. Athos, focus, oh my god. Oh, hold up. Janae and Milo found elements already? Slay! The gays are repping. They got 2 already and are catching up. Meanwhile, Sauvaja only needs 1 more to move on. Oh, bless, Siba finally finds 1. 1 is good, but hurry up though. And Raya and Janae both find another element. That means Sauvaja finds their 6 and they move on to the final stage. The straight A students Lynn and Charlie are both tasked to complete the puzzle in this final section. This should be easy peasy. Darwin finds his tribe's 5th element, and Daphne is getting very stressed knowing that she contributed nothing to her tribe so far. Oh dear, she's gonna lose it. Oh, Janae finds another. That's 6. You're good to go, Efika. Darwin, please leave the computer alone. I know you love learning new things, but you have a competition to finish. Emily and Julian are doing the puzzles, and they are both confused. In sync. Lynn is also starting to crumble under the pressure. After what felt like forever, Athos brings their element count to 5. Oh wow, the class president doesn't disappoint. Charlie's almost done with the puzzle already. Lynn's falling behind a lot though. She only has the outer rim done. Oh yes, Daphne finally does something for her tribe. Petolo is finally moving on. Oh, Daphne's so disappointed with herself. No time to mope though, girlie. Get up there. Amia and Basil are the big brains now, hoping to at least bring their tribe to safety. It's been 10 hours of competing, and the castaways are getting super tired, but no time to waste. It's the way Julian hasn't made any progress besides getting mad at this puzzle.
Muska Plabo and Treeb. Sawada. Abrosidoka. Bizik Fluhane.
Oh, finally, some progress! Charlie finishes the puzzle. Sauvaja is waiting on Lynn now to win immunity. She definitely doesn't like the pressure. The moon is all the way up now, and all the tribes are neck and neck actually. Amia and Basil have been working silently and diligently, and they've caught up to Efika, it seems. Julian, you can't just force it in, please. Lynn, what did I just say? Oh my god. Out of nowhere, Amia finishes the puzzle, and Basil is basically 1 puzzle piece away. Emily is pretty focused on the task, and Julian is still struggling. And Basil's done! Petolo can go light their fire now, unless anybody wants to contest. Oh, Heather is very passionate that it's finally over. Woo! Petolo wins immunity! We're looking for 1 more to join them. Who is it gonna be? Oh, Lynn finishes! Yes! West lights the fire and... Sauvaja wins immunity too! No tribal council for Sauvaja today. Efika, I'm sorry, but this challenge is over. Petolo came from behind and won a well-deserved immunity. No tribal for you tonight, and you get 2 nice showers to go along with it. Sauvaja, very close call at the end there, but you also win immunity. Enjoy some low-quality showers and hopefully a chill evening. Efika, I'm sorry, but you have lost the immunity challenge, which means you have a date with me at Tribal Council tonight, where you will vote somebody out of this game. I'll give you the evening to decide who that will be. Good luck.
O'Neill, Stevie Bork, Kobo. Apalachawa is a feast for on Sikafus.
Emily sure is confident in herself, huh? The others are pretty beat and upset that they have to go to tribal tonight. First things first, we gotta eat. Adam looks pretty worried about tonight.
Holy Rorn. Oh. Orban Davy Kolb. Tonight.
Janae's cleaning up and... Oh, finally! Charlie finds the time idol for this tribe. Alright, Charlie, don't smash it before you get the chance to use it, okay?
Benkapa, Sigluna. Demis, Warma, Poma.
Julian immediately talks game with Emily like, hey, we have our differences, but if people are judging us by our puzzle abilities, we're toast. Unless we stick together, that is. Emily kinda likes that idea. Anything to get the target off her back.
Venosa Botane. Yaflo Trib. Skisna Ploshi. Rugi Payun. Saruga.
Maybe Bene, Avinivis, Plavar Samso, Quinka Flesh.
Milo swims over now like, hey guys, what are we talking about? Only for Julian to instantly call him out without hesitation. Oh, an interruption from Sovaja. Kale gets the slop trade? Maybe you shouldn't swim in the dirty water after you got new showers, my man. Also, Noemi, personal space please. I'm sure Lynn knows how to shower without your help. What the hell is going on in this tribe? Oh my god. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Back to Afika. Janae is in the mood now and calls out Adam. But thankfully he has Charlie to cheer him up. She's one of the few people that he's gotten along with on this tribe. Loyal Charlie staying with you till the very end.
Yanibi Yanka, Claudazoy, Axawa, Skiba Glosh, Webus.
Darwin is not so subtly listening on the squabble between the young adults. Meanwhile, Julian is done talking to both of them, so he leaves. Milo takes this chance to talk to Emily for a little bit. Can we agree that Julian is a nuisance? Maybe not?
Unkim Angor Slapshim. Miaksa Bibamak and Earth. Loopspe Finerba Dar Raga. Bosa.
Julian just went to sleep? Please? He's so unbothered. Oop, and now Janae joins in to blame Emily for their challenge loss. This is becoming more and more of a mess. Emily instead yells at Darwin for eavesdropping? Poor guy. Oh yes, fight back Darwin. Milo is getting pretty impatient with his tribe right now. Why is Adam yelling at Darwin now? Oh, Darwin is over it.
Ringa J. Verobi Sapino. Chinabs. Valafoy. Snurbiafa Pelzo. Creambo Creech.
There is definitely some bad juju on the tribe if out of all people Adam and Darwin are fighting. Janae then comes over to defend his friend. Say to my face if you got something to say, Adam.
Sibawum Florib. West Brainham.
Yord Shalbo, Barleen, Sibler.
Snabo. Baby Ponka. Notifario Yamisha.
Milo tries to square things out by going to talk to Julian, but... Julian just goes back to bed. Please, he is so extra. Milo's like, what the heck do I do now? What? Lynn has a major crush on Charlie? And when he hits a midlife crisis? Y'all, why are you hogging the screen time? This isn't about you tonight. Oh, Lynn, having a crush on your gay best friend? It's a phase, girlie. You get over it. Okay. Back at Afika, Janae is gunning hard for Adam now and wants Milo's vote. But Milo just refuses. He's not gonna vote his bro out. Adam tries to campaign for Janae to Milo now. Oh my god, I think everyone's getting some votes tonight.
Yambala. Shweba. Maybe. Hapia Malavine.
Julian has pretty much checked out of the tribe talk now. He's literally cleaning. Like, he hates cleaning. Oh, Adam has also checked out and went to sleep. Darwin checks in real quickly with Milo to make sure he's okay.
Orban Davy Kolb. Tonight. Been Trip Nebo. Moochie Peachy.
We're minutes away from Tribal, and Charlie's asking Janae who the vote is, since she pretty much didn't talk to anybody about the vote. Alright, wake up, sleepyheads. Squeamish, sure. It's time for Tribal Council, so let go. Welcome to Tribal Council, peeps. Hope you had fun traveling to the portal and stuff. This is our Tribal Council set this season, everybody. In this particular season, this magical orb represents your life in the game. If your orb goes out, so are you. Well, fellas, I trust you had a very eventful evening after losing that immunity challenge. Alas, the time has now come to vote one of your own out of this game. One by one, you will head to the magical voting booth and write down the name of the person you wish to vote out of the game. Can't say I'm excited for this vote, but it is time to vote. Janae, not the time for this. Alright, Julian, you're up first. Okay, if anybody has an advantage or an idol and you wish to play it, now would be the time to do so. Oh, Charlie? Okay. Okay, you can put that down. No need to smash it.
Dibawis Varpasa, Flosha Brehay. Kempo Varuda.
Wow, okay, this is a time-limited idol that Charlie played, good for 2 tribal councils. So, all votes cast for Adam will not count. If nothing else, I will now read the votes. First vote, Adam does not count. Next vote, Adam does not count. Emily, that's 1 vote Emily. Milo, that's 1 vote Emily, 1 vote Milo. Janae, we're tied. 1 vote Emily, 1 vote Milo, 1 vote Janae. Julian, another one in the mix. 1 vote each for Emily, Milo, Janae, and Julian. Julian, that's 2 votes Julian. 1 vote Emily, 1 vote Milo, 1 vote Janae, 1 vote left. Milo, 2 votes Julian, 2 votes Milo. We have a tie. Alright, keeping things spicy, episode 1, eh? Since we have a tie, we will now enter a revote. Julian and Milo, you will not vote. Everyone else, you will vote either one of Julian and Milo. Charlie, you're up. I will now read the votes. First vote, Milo. That's 1 vote Milo. Next vote, Julian. We're tied. 1 vote Milo, 1 vote Julian. Milo. That's 2 votes Milo, 1 vote Julian. First person voted out of Survivor Strange Worlds, Milo. That's 3 votes, that's enough. I am so sorry, but please bring me your torch. Screaming, crying, throwing up. I think I may actually have cried when I found out this was the vote out. Milo had so much potential to play a great underdog game, no pun intended, but he just got dealt an unfortunate tribe, I think. Milo, I hate that you're the first person I'm saying this to, but the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
Kiniko, Chinosa, Bove, Parafluhane, Nurksa Flinsk, Henpei, Arthuric, Yobs, Klarshin, Frena Benoda, Imena Chasaba, Shilo, Oh, Sibabiwa, Falmib, Slugim Hisana, Web Laganu, Chinosa, Bove, Venida Janjo, Clonkus, Logno.
Well, that was a crazy vote to kick off this crazy season, that's for sure. I am not sure what to say except get your together and don't lose again, cause it just sounds like y'all hate each other at this point. Grab your torches, head back to camp, and better luck in the next challenge. I hope I don't have to see you again soon. Good night, Afika. Here are the votes, folks. That is truly the messiest way possible to start the season. Milo's fall from grace has to be studied. Tribe captain, extra vote, and he still managed to get the boot. This feels like a 1 in a million scenario where everything that could go wrong just did. I am so sorry to the creator that had to witness this. I think Milo had so much potential and I'm gutted that this journey has already come to an end. At least he got it right that Lil Darwin is the only one who saved him in the revote. Milo's journey now lives on in Darwin now. In this next section, I showcase the votes and/or alliances of the tribe that goes to tribal. And this is not a great first example because essentially there's two separate wars going on in the tribe. Adam versus Janae, who got backed by Darwin, and Milo versus Julian, who got backed by Emily. I'd say Darwin is the major swing vote here. If he took part in Milo's battle instead, maybe he could have survived, you know? Oh, and then there's Charlie, who voted Emily because all she heard was Adam was the vote, so she protected her bestie and went with her gut. And here's the season chart so far. Oh, it pains me to see Milo at the bottom. But in the first tribal, we already have an idol, an extra vote, and a revote at play, so quite the high bar for the rest to follow. I'm moving over to talk about power rankings in this next part, and it gives a glimpse on who's doing the best in the game socially, so if you don't want any spoilers like that, feel free to click off the video now. Thank you for tuning into the premiere. Power rankings time! I'll name the top 3 who are doing the best socially. And without further ado, coming in 3rd place this episode is Lynn! Oh my god, when I tell you I've never been so happy to be wrong about a castaway. I thought she'd be shy and reserved, but she's doing great and she even found an idol! Plus, she's only one of 2 people to make it through the week without a negative relationship. In 2nd place is Kimber Quigley! Our alien had some odds stacked against her, but her quest to convince people that aliens aren't scary is paying off. Her tribe loves her. But taking 1st place in Power Rankings Round 1 is Charlie Spencer. Charlie is thriving after getting over his initial survivor shock, and his long-lost friendship with Darwin has also given him a little boost here. I am absolutely loving seeing some teenagers at the top, so hopefully they can maintain their place. And that marks the end of our very long but very exciting double premiere. I swear, not all episodes are going to be this long. This one's just extra long because it's essentially 2 videos in one. But I hope you had a great time watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like down below as it'll help the channel out a ton. And consider subscribing if you haven't if you want to see more content like this. This season can only go up from here, so I'll see you next week for another fun-filled ride. Bye!